All right, well, good morning, everyone. Mayor Steve Wilder here from the city of North Canton for our weekly community update. I had to change things up today. I'm here at 9 o'clock rather than 11 because I have some information that I want to get out early today uh, for, um, uh, for a free drive-up testing site at the Stark County Fairgrounds. And I'll talk about that in a minute, sponsored by Canton City, the Canton City Health Department, Stark County Health Department. So here we go. Again, good morning. I hope everyone is well. Um, we're in the week of December the 7th, and that was our Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, marking the 79th anniversary, to remind us of the sacrifices of those officers and military personnel and civilians that were lost, who sacrificed their lives on that infamous day, as Franklin D. Roosevelt had coined. Obviously, it changed the direction of our lives in many ways and our country's emergence as a global leader in freedom and democracy and as a protector. You know, I think about what it was for us baby boomers, what it was like for my parents and my wife's parents as young men and women in their late teens or early 20s, what that was like when that occurred. I think maybe the feelings that they had of that attack were like the feelings that I had when we experienced on 9/11 when we were attacked. So it's a day of remembrance, and thank you all for remembering and honoring the 79th anniversary of Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. So let's get into things here. First of all, as many of you are aware, you're aware that Stark County is in a purple status. So my comments for this are, due to the Stark County being declared purple by the Ohio Public Health Advisory, unfortunately for the last 2 weeks we've met all 7 indicators for being in that purple status. So as of Friday of last week, on December the 4th, 2020, at 4:30 p.m., I reinstituted an order that I had back in March of we are closing our city government buildings, and they're temporarily closed due to the public health emergency. So all that means is, again, I felt it was essential for us to protect our employees and the public, and so we've just closed City Hall temporarily until we can get out of this public emergency. So by making this decision now, again, I felt we could better ensure the safety of our employees and the public as we continue to navigate this pandemic. And again, I'm basing this on the recommendation of the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, the Ohio Department of Health, and our own Stark County Health Department. While City Hall will be closed to public access, city services will continue to operate. The public can still find what they need online for utilities, zoning permits, payments, income tax, and business can be conducted by mail, email, or by phone. Our police and fire will continue uninterrupted. If it's a nonviolent type of incident that you need to report, you can do that over the phone. And if need be, our officers or dispatchers will instruct you to come to the police department to fill out a report. Or again, we'll respond to your residence or location as needed. So again, we just want to safeguard our police officers and our fire department personnel and paramedics. And for any assistance that you have or any questions, and now, please do not hesitate to call 330-499-5911. That's the police department, and we'll direct you as needed for your request. Again, the fire department and EMS are going to respond uninterrupted. All we're asking is the callers for their service. You need to be specific in detail, especially what the issue is for, our concerns. But also, if there's signs of COVID-19, give our paramedics a heads up so that when they arrive, they'll be properly protected, and for not only themselves, but for the person that they're dealing with. So again, just be specific, especially if it shows signs of COVID-19. Now, the building permits and inspection department counter, that's temporarily closed. The department will continue to issue permits and schedule inspections as needed. Remote or virtual inspections are available, especially for occupied homes, which can be conducted virtually. Again, electronic plan reviews can be conducted, contract registrations, and fee payments can be paid online and does not require an in-person visit. Again, for any assistance, call 330-499-5557, and they'll be able to walk you through your needs, okay? So thank you for that. And last but not least, the Stark County Health Department continues its recommendations to help stop the spread of the coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Wear a mask or facial covering to prevent the spread to others. Keep a social distance, or a physical distance as I prefer, of at least 6 feet between you and others when you must be in public. And again, stay home if you are sick, or limit your time in public and do not host or attend gatherings. So those are their 4 key things that they like to, all of our city governments want to express. Now this order is going to stay in effect until further notice. So for chances are, we'll probably be closed through December, folks. But if you have anything, don't hesitate to call City Administration at 330-499-8223. We'll direct you through whatever you need. Our services are going to continue just like they have been ever since this COVID hit. So I want to thank all of our street and sewer and water personnel, our inspectors for building and permits, police and fire personnel, our administration, finance, utilities. They're all doing a super job to make our lives a lot easier. Now here's something for small businesses I want to remind them of, that Governor DeWine announced way back that the CARES Act funding to support small businesses and nonprofits and Ohioans that had been impacted by COVID-19. Now that was a directive back on October the 23rd of 2020. And I just want to remind everybody that this economic package includes funding for small businesses, restaurants and bars, hospitals, higher education, arts, nonprofits, and low-income Ohioans impacted financially by the COVID pandemic. So here we go. Now the CARES Act funding to provide grants to small businesses with no more than 25 employees, and that grant funding is still available and can help businesses pay for a variety of expenses, including mortgage or rent payments, utility payments, salaries, wages, or compensation for employees and contractors, business supplies or equipment, and other costs. The application for the Small Business Relief Program will be available, and that was on November the 2nd of 2020. Just contact this email, businesshelp.ohio.gov. That's businesshelp, all one word, all lowercase, .ohio.gov. It'll have instructions and information for you that I'm sharing with you right now. Furthermore, the administration of the state of Ohio, they have CARES Act funding available for Bar and Restaurant Assistance Fund. This fund can be available for Ohio restaurants and bars struggling financially as a result of COVID-19 pandemic and limited in the full use of their liquor permit. So businesses with on-premise consumption permit will be eligible to receive $2,500 per unique business location. Businesses need to have an active or on-premise permit at the close of business on October 23rd, 2020. And then starting again on November the 2nd, permit holders would be available for assistance. Again, at businesshelp.ohio.gov. And last but not least, I know we have some nonprofit organizations in our community. In addition, there's $25 million for CARES Act funding that will be designated for nonprofits, and $20 million to support Ohio's world-class arts organizations. And these funds can be used for costs incurred throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. So I want to share that with you. So the CARES Act funding covers a number of things: small business, restaurants and bars, rural and critical access hospitals, higher education, nonprofits, and the arts. So I just wanted to bring that back to your attention. Okay, today, Wednesday, December the 9th, 2020. Now there is a pop-up COVID-19 testing site and that is available today from 9:30 to 3:30 p.m. It's going to be at the Stark County Fairgrounds. Enter Gate A, which is off of Wirtz Avenue, and just follow directions once you get into this to the fairgrounds. I understand that it would be helpful if you have an ID, because they may want to check your address, or if they're going to, make sure they contact you with your results. So please have some form of identification, maybe even a utility bill or something, or some kind of temporary ID, driver's license, something like that. So today, that's why I'm bringing this message to you early, and it's open to anybody, okay? It's free of charge, and the Ohio National Guard will be there assisting. You have people from the Canton City Health Department and other volunteers. So mask up, just be safe, and it's free testing, and it's only going to be there for while supplies last. So that goes from 9:30 to 3:30 at the Stark County Fairgrounds. Enter Gate A, which I believe is off of Wirtz Avenue, and that goes for a pop-up COVID-19 testing site. So there you go. And the site is, again, open to all Stark County residents. The coronavirus, the COVID-19 response team has sent out a number of talking points. And I just want to talk about this one about what does purple mean for us. Purple is the highest level of the Ohio Public Health Advisory System. And when a county reaches purple, it means it has met at least 6 of 7 indicators of concern for COVID-19 spread for at least 2 consecutive weeks, which we have. In Stark County's case, we have met all 7 indicators, and residents should only leave home for supplies or services. And that means necessary travel to get groceries, seek medical attention, pick up prescription, or those that are going to work. And that's liberal, but there could be other reasons why you have to go out, and I think that's understandable. I think what we're asking, or what the asking is, just limit your contact with the public. And I already mentioned to you how to help slow COVID-19 with their 4 recommendations, and just wanted to share that bit of information with you. I mentioned too about our, again, the permits department. Counters temporarily closed. And again, if you need assistance, just call 330-499-5557, or you can email permits@northcantonohio.gov. So that's for our construction can still continue, home inspections can continue, fee payments can be paid online, electronic plan reviews, and contract registrations can all be done without a visit here. Last week or two, we announced our plans to redevelop and redesign Dogwood Park, and Deputy Director of Administration and Development, Catherine Farina, gave a wonderful explanation at one of our council meetings, and also it was highlighted in the Canton Repository. We're very happy about going forward with making that a very inclusive park and playground area. Wonderful assistance from a number of nonprofits and organizations. And just so you know, we've already received a few extra donations for going towards our parks. And we have a park donation form. You can find that online. And donations of any denomination can be made by cash, check, or credit card. And each donor will receive a personalized thank you from me, Mayor Wilder. And the form, again, can be available on our city website, or you can call administration for more information. But it's very simple. This is the form that you'll see. Just fill that out and make an indication there as to the amount. And hopefully we're going to have a type of recognition program by the time that we open that park up in the fall of 2021. So that's what we're hoping to do. And by the way, you're going to see some movement up there right now. That depression area behind the swing set, working with our Parks Director and Recreation Director, Brian Hill, we're going to be moving some soil in there so that we're going to build that area up. And as the winter will compress it, from the weather and the rain and things. We need to have that depression filled in. So you're going to see some movement and some trucks coming up and down 7th Street to help us get the start in developing that Dogwood Park redevelopment. So be patient with us. Let's see here. This question came up too in council, and I want to share it with you. At our council meeting on December the 7th, a question was raised concerning the activity occurring in Price Park near Glenwood Street. So we consulted with our superintendent of water and treatment plant, Mark Leikheimer, and the activity that is going on there. We were having well number 4 serviced, and about every 5 years, we're on a 5-year plan. Approximately every 5 years, the city engages in a complete overhaul of the wells to improve productivity. So the action should conclude here in about 7 to 8 days. And so any, destruction of the property or the grass or area, getting these vehicles in and out, we'll take care of that. We'll get that all cleaned up, and we'll restore the grounds. And you might see some iron ore or some orange water coming out. That's some sediment that was in the bottom of the wells, and we want to clean that out. So you may see that. And if we had a report that someone saw that in the ditch, the Zimmer ditch. Folks, it's not going to hurt anything. It's just some iron sediment that is not going to cause any EPA issues or anything like that. So I just want to bring that to your attention. But inquiring minds want to know. So we'll be servicing all our wells to improve productivity. Okay, from engineering, here we go. Our water line replacement continues on Pittsburgh Avenue Northwest from Portage Street north through to Apple Grove Street Northwest. And you're going to see some road closures there. However, through or local traffic will still get you through. Access to your homes, residences, or businesses there, and also the Reed Funeral Home are all going to be accommodated. I was by there today. They're right at the intersection of Woodrow and Pittsburgh, so that intersection is closed. But it's progressing very well, and so that's a whole new water replacement line that's going in over there on Pittsburgh. For our East Maple Street improvement project, our street lights are being installed. The globes are being put on, which is fantastic. It's moving along very well. It looks like a lot of the landscaping by the sidewalks are done. Let's see, we've got the footbridge is still being improved on, and the signalized intersection there at East Maple Street and Marquardt Avenue. I go through there once a day. Traffic is getting through east and west, coming off on Marquardt, either way you want to go. The workers are hard at work. We're getting concrete poured, so that's being replaced in the same decorative and brick and cement manner as you see on East Maple Street at Market Avenue and at the intersections there to Washington Square and Washington University at the center gate and also at the west gate. So hopefully that'll be done in a couple weeks and just before Christmas comes. So be patient with us, but it's going to look beautiful when it's all done. And our guys are working hard out there. And in regards to the North Canton Farmers Market, it's open today, Wednesday, December the 9th, from 3 to 6 p.m. And they hope they accommodate from 3 to 3:30. That's for seniors at risk. And just even though we're in a purple state, I double checked with the health department and Stark County, but we can still keep that open. We are following the guidelines of the restaurant and bar as a, let's see here, it's still considered an essential business, an operation, and farm and produce stands, farmers markets are still permitted. And they're following all the standards that they can for allowing safety for the vendors and also for the visitors to come in. Just come in masked up, and if for some reason you can't wear one because of a condition that you have, we do have something in place that you can have some type of facial covering that won't affect your breathing. So the grow Schmidts have done very well in keeping that going, and the vendors are very beneficial from you visiting all the vendors there and getting your fresh produce. I understand they had a terrific pre-Thanksgiving sale from the vendors, whether it was bagels or meat or poultry, turkeys or bread or baked goods. So it went very, very well. Thank you. You know what? Gosh, tomorrow, or no, the 12th is the last day that we're collecting toys and gifts for the Sam Center as part of their drive to collect gifts with a value of $5 to $20. It's a holiday toy drive, and it ran from November 1st through December the 12th. So the 12th is this Saturday, and if you can, we still have a box down there. We have some gifts already dropped off. Thank you very much. That's going to go to the military veterans and children and widows. So thank you very much for participating in that. And I know the SAM Center serving area military veterans and their widows will be very appreciative. Thank you, folks, for your participation in that. Well, we had a very successful Winterfest. We had our drive-through was last Saturday. The weather was just right, a little rainy, a little snowy, a little sleety, but you know, we had hundreds of cars come by, and I can't thank enough of the public to be there. This was a non-contact event. We had the JCs there, the library, the city administration was there. We had the Grinch was there, and let's see, we had Anna, Elsa, Christoph, and Olaf were there. Santa was there to help light the tree, and the JCs collected a nice amount of money and donations and gift cards for the families that they're caring for. They have over 23 families, I think, that they're going to help provide toys and gifts and food donations and things like that. Come back through. We're going to do it again this Saturday from 5 to 7, okay? It's in the curb lane, so we have people stationed along the road, try to help direct traffic there. I'm going to free it up this year. We might have some carolers. Again, I got to watch my large gatherings. I can't have those, but we may have a few carolers spaced out to provide a little extra music. And so we're very happy for your support. The spirit was high, and people just drove by, thanked us for doing this, and for us to have a sense of cheer and have a sense of belonging that we could still do this and bring some lightness to a very serious part of our lives right now. So come on out. We'll be here again on this Saturday from 5 to 7. If you want to come by, the mayor's handing out large candy canes. So I'll be there again, and the Grinch will be there, Santa, and I will have to say, I think it was Elsa that got the most reviews from the kids coming by. And I made sure the Grinch did not take any candy canes from anybody that was in the cars. So it was very safe. Our police department was there. Thanks for the Playhouse for helping out, the Chamber of Commerce. So it's a fun time, and it's a chance for us. Now, again, this is just a drive-through, and everybody is, in their cars. It's a very non-contact event. So after you're done with us, drive through one of our neighborhoods. Look at all the tree lighting that we have. The neighborhoods are just, really brightening up the season. I think because of us staying home so much. So again, just want to share that with you. Thanks to the JCs. They got a good start on collecting toys and gifts and cash and card donation for the holiday food drive. And that's a terrific outpouring for them. Thank you, folks, for doing that. And let's see, what else I got here? Well, I think that's it. I'm winding down. I want to say hello to all my family and friends that are that will be celebrating Hanukkah on December the 10th. And this is a great time. We get into our holy season for so many of our faiths and our faith-based organizations. Christmas on the 25th, Kwanzaa on the 26th. So I just want you to I hope you're having a blessed time, even in the pandemic that we're experiencing right now. And just be patient. I still feel better days are ahead of us. Just be cautious when you're out in public. And again, I continue to have faith in our community that we care for one another. And your city administration cares about you, our police and fire, all of our employees do. They've worked hard this year to not skip a beat in delivering our services. We weren't going to sit back and wring our hands and just worry about this COVID-19. We continue to take precautions. Please be patient with me while I close our city government buildings, but I feel it's in the best interest for our employees and for our public. So better days are ahead of us. Be patient, and I'll see you next Wednesday, and hopefully maybe at our regular time at 11 o'clock. So remember, there's a pop-up COVID testing at the Stark County Fairgrounds. It's free, and it goes from 9:30 to 3:30. So with that, I'll just say good day, and stay safe and keep well, and may God bless. Take care.